quite possibly the nicest example of a vintage ladies president that we've ever had in the store. Mint condition, 1987 Rolex 31mm presidential, reference 68278. A customer of ours wanted to buy his wife 31mm president. He didn't want to pay for it all up front. He wanted to make small payments and chip away at it until it was paid off. So told him no problem, start making payments, and he trusts us and knows that we're gonna find him a nice example of the watch. You know, maybe once he's about halfway through the payments is when we'll actually proceed with buying it and having it ready for him. So when I came across this, I was like, wow, this is gonna exceed his expectations. All he wanted was something in nice, presentable condition, but what we found was something in nearly new old stock condition. And it came with its original papers, which is a pretty huge bonus. Oh, and I didn't even mention, factory diamond dial. It was good with any type of dial, but a factory diamond dial on this kind of watch brings at least a $1,500 premium. How do we know that the condition is so good and unpolished? First thing we're gonna do is put it to the side, see the bracelet stretch, pretty much sticking out as if it were the first day that it came out of the Rolex manufacturing line. Do they have manufacturing lines? Maybe it's a little nicer term than that. But also on the case back, we have the original sticker, never removed. What we want to look for is the bezel to be super sharp. So these fluted bezels, you know, each little section of it comes to a point, but once it's polished one time, it loses that sharp point. And last thing we want to look at is the lugs on the bezel. When you're looking at the lugs, you also want to look at the finishing lines, which they kind of go up in this angle. It's going to come to a pretty sharp point where the flat polished part of the case is going to meet that lug. All this knowledge that I'm stating here is true for other models as well, not just specific to this one. So this would apply to like men's day date 36 from this vintage era as well. I just sent the customer a video of it this morning. He was thrilled. He'll finish making payment in like the next week or two, and then he'll get this beautiful watch. Pretty excited. It's always a pleasure to promise something to a customer, but then exceed their expectation.